Hey, hi, hello, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you've stumbled your way upon my part of the internet. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm Nala, if you are new. If you are not, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a kind of overview of my journal lineup for 2025. I'm starting this new system of these different journals and I'm actually very excited to share them. If you saw my video before when I first transferred into this one, we're gonna kind of see where I am, how I've adjusted to working with this one, and yeah, we're just gonna kind of go over what each journal does within my system and the kind of little cool DIYs that I've done, because if it's one thing about me is that if I can find a way to DIY something or make it my own, I absolutely will. So I don't know which one I want to start with. I guess we'll start with my Commonplace because it's right here in the middle. This is my Commonplace book. I'll give you a little thing. So the last time I think I showed this to you, it didn't have any of the stickers on it, which I went ahead and printed off just a bunch of stickers on a sticker sheet of things that I felt like represented who I was as a person, or I just found really cute. It's kind of like my personality all in one. A little few keynote ones here is I play the guitar. I have since I was like 14. So why am I blanking right now? Oh my gosh. I know what it's called. I just can't think of it. Peach Riot. Peach Riot, my gosh. Okay, and then we've got Togepi, which has always been one of my favorites. But I also have Psyduck down here because my husband and kids call me Psyduck just because I get overwhelmed very easily, and whenever I get overwhelmed or frustrated, I kind of just explode. So there's that. Snoopy guitar, you know, the Littlest Pet Shop this was one of my favorite Littlest Pet Shops whenever I was a kid. And then we have this Peach Wawa up here, which I actually have this keychain on my purse, and just like other little things that I feel like kind of represent well, or I just found really cute. So like that. And then I also did it on the back as well with some other characters and stuff. Like I've got Winnie the Pooh. This was very healing for my inner child, decorating this with a bunch of stickers because I had and have major sticker anxiety and placing things. So it was helpful that these are things that I just printed off and I could put on here. And it was just so fun, and bring in some nostalgic things of like Strawberry Shortcake and Winnie the Pooh and Snoopy and Adventure Time and Animal Crossing, just very healing. So this Commonplace book is not necessarily for the year of 2025. The way that I like to do my Commonplace books is the year that my age. So this is the common book of my year 30, because I am 30 years old. So I feel like for me, New Year's, like around New Year's time, I'm still in that recluse stage. I'm not like in the mindset to renovate myself or renew or do a bunch of goals and stuff. I am still very much in hermit mode and don't want to be bothered. So, I like the idea. I feel like kind of like a more new person around my birthday and kind of seeing how I want to take on the next year. So, this is my year 30 book. I use the Megan Rhiannon system. I know she didn't create the system, she just kind of like popularized it a little bit more. However, this is how I see a lot of people who do Commonplace book journaling videos with their keys. So this is just what I have. And then these are a list of goals and things from whenever I turned 30 that I kind of like want to bring into the new year and journaling about that. And then these were some TikTok and YouTube video ideas, and then tracking on all of my current work in progresses that I have going. So we're just going to do like a very brief, brief flip through, I guess, of like the last 3 months of the year. I like to use this for keeping poems that I like, kind of like little scrapbooky things. This was a page I colored with my kids. And then I also have little short book review type things, short form videos for like books and stuff. So this is like books you can read in an afternoon, and it's a list of books. And then this is my wrap up, so what I read in October. And I have the star ratings on the side with whether it was audiobook. So I have these little headphones here. You can see I have these little headphones and what I rated it. I've got the pages, the genre, and a quick synopsis or what I felt about it. And then I also use this for my memory keeping. So I go onto Canva and I create little templates for myself where I can place in pictures and then just kind of like type it out that way. I find that I can fit a lot more on space, as well as if I mess up, it's not a big deal. I can play around with it and make it cute and everything. And if I want to go in and add stickers afterwards, I can. But I also like to use a lot of their elements that they have in order to zhuzh it up. And then, of course, journaling stuff, more ephemera type scrapbook journaling things. And again, another memory keeping page. It's just another format. I have numbers here next to each photo. And down here, you'll see like a pink 1, a pink 2 down here. And so it just has sentences in a paragraph form, kind of like a magazine style showcase. And I really, really like this. And then I have my watch list from that month. So this was in October. I like to document the title, when it came out, how long it is, and what the genre is, and then just how it made me feel, and then the ratings down below. So I did that for these films or shows. I kind of put them in the same category because I don't have a ton of time to watch them. And then this is some poetry and stuff that I did, more memory keeping. I really like doing the memory keeping digitally because it just saves me a lot of headache. And again, wrap-ups. And right before Christmas, I decided that I wanted to do like a DIY project for my 2 girls. And so I completely designed like a bag for her that she can carry all of her little baby doll stuff in, designed it, and then ended up making it from scratch. And then same thing for my oldest daughter. She really wanted something related to Pokemon, so I sketched a Pokeball bag for her and ended up making that as well. More of what I read, and clearly even if I mess up on digital too. And these are a bunch of tea bags that I had that I really liked the messages on them. Like this one says, "The plants have enough spirit to transform our limited vision," and that's by Rosemary Gladstar. Today I've Grown Taller from Walking with the Trees by Carly Wilson Baker. And The Creation of 1,000 Forests is in One Acorn by Ralph Waldo Emerson. I just really like these. And then we have more memory keeping stuff. And that is all I have in here. So this journal is just kind of like more memory keeping in that way. And also it serves as my reading journal just because I ditched my other reading journal that I did. Not that it was bad or anything, I really enjoyed it, but I just felt that it was a lot of dedication and time that I was spreading myself really thin. So I decided that I would just condense it down into this. And I've really been enjoying it that way. If you're curious where the book is from, this one I actually think I got from AliExpress. It is like a cardboard paper type, and then this plastic I also got from AliExpress. They also sell them like on Shein and places like that. And I cut it down, and then I used my hair straightener to melt it so that it would fit to size. And then I added these little loop sticker things here so that I can just slide a pen in between and it stays closed and also holds my pen, and just, I love this so much. I have these two. So I have been seeing, what is it? The Louise Carmen Traveler Notebooks all over the place. And I think that they're stunning. They're gorgeous. but I don't have $200 to drop on a journal or a journal holder, you know? So this is one that I actually made myself. I had this faux leather fabric here, and I had used to keep some of these notebooks. They were inside of a old traveler's really flimsy, kind of thick cardstock traveler's journal. And it came with this elastic as well as the little eyelets. And what I did was I just used that as kind of like a rough template for size, and then I extended it a little bit in order to turn it into a trifold. And then I took the elastic off of that and the eyelets, and I punched holes in this one and replaced it with the eyelets that I already had. So I was trying to be very thrifty in a way that using already what I have. So I kind of Frankensteined this into my own personal custom journal, and I really, really love it. I have these silver corner protectors, I think is what they're called, because I do a lot of bookbinding and stuff. So I did that. This is from an old necklace that I had from whenever I met my husband. And then this was just a charm from, they're just like random charms that I've bought from places, and as well as the sword and the dragon here as well. And I'm not to toot my own horn, but I'm obsessed with this journal. Go ahead and open it. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So over here I have this little bow paper clip with the Queen of Cups tarot card. It's just kind of like the energy that I'm wanting to take into 2025 or take into my year of 30. So, and then I have this little ribbon here. I use them as bookmarks in between pages and stuff whenever I have a page that I need to close, I need to do something, but I don't want to lose where I was working. So there's that. The first book here was originally my catch-all, just like my quick little notes. It's what I would carry around in my purse. So like things that I need for homeschool or just like shopping lists, all that such stuff, things that I wanted to read, just quick little ideas, really. Or it was the notebook that I'd hand to my kids if they wanted to draw. And then one day I wrote down an idea for my current work in progress, and then it kind of just turned into my work in progress book. So a lot of more intense notes kind of go into this, and it's what I've been using for that. And then this, like I said, I really Frankensteined the shit out of this. So this plastic piece here is actually a full A6 size plastic piece like this. That is supposed to go in here like this, and you can slide stuff in. But I ended up cutting it down to size so that it fits in here. You can actually see like the little holes in here. And I taped it to, let's see if I can find it here, a pocket one where it unzips. And so you can see I taped this up here, and I made that my own little insert. And the actual picture inside is, this is from a National Geographic magazine, and I cut out some different words. So the immortal gift was never actually on there, but I saw the vampire and I just loved how like grotesque but yet beautiful this was. And so I found these words and I'm like, that's perfect. It looks amazing. I love it. I'm obsessed. And then the back is this little design here. It reminds me of the Mexican Gothic book. And then the other side is another little collage design that I did. So this paper is actually from my bound copy of Manacled. And so I like that it has that kind of reminiscent thing for me there. And I drew on it with gel pens. And then I also put stickers, and I have these really old copies of Shoujo Beat from whenever I was a teenager. I want to say like 13, 14. And they kind of just sit around and I don't really look at them much. And so I decided that I was gonna take a step out of my anxiety and cut them up and use them for something that I can put into what I do now. And so I really like that. I used a cutout from Princess Knight, and then there was another cutout of something else from Girl Meets Monster. Um, and then this picture of this girl back here is actually from Yurara, which is another manga. And then this picture here is a Polaroid of a screenshot from the game Love in Deep Space. And I just thought this was such an incredible imagery that I needed to have it. I actually have it as one of my customizable wallpapers on my phone. I just think it's such a beautiful moment that I had to have it in some sort of physical form. I'm obsessed with that game, by the way. You'll see. And then over here is a little notebook that I like to use for sketching. So like little doodles and stuff. I'm trying to get back into my artsy ways. And the bunny is from Yumi Dream Shop, I think is what it was. It's another manga from my shoujo magazine. So I just thought the bunny was super cute. I don't remember their name. Reen or something? No, Reen is the guy's name. I don't remember. So I just little doodles of stuff and trying to get back into all that. So, and then this book is for my YouTube content. The bug is a sticker, just like a random sticker. I think this I got from, it came with the Target journal, so. And then this is things that I want to film for YouTube, my 25 for 25s, books that I am excited for, and another one I'm excited for. And so this is just like my YouTube content journal. And then we have this little zipper pocket with a dollar heart that my husband folded for me many, many, many years ago. And then this is a folder. I stamped on it, and then the stamp didn't turn out right, so I just put a sticker over it and called it a day. But this is a little folder that I DIY'd for myself. I don't really have anything that I'm putting in it quite yet. I will, but this is still relatively new. It's like a month that I'm kind of like working through it. And if you're curious how I have all of these together, just real quick, I just use hair ties. I don't even need other elastics. I just use hair ties in order to keep my journals in here all together. And then this one is another that I don't really have a use for yet, but it might just end up being like my list thing that I was talking about. And then this one was like a to-do journal kind of things that are more immediate that I need to do that aren't really related to anything work-wise, I guess. It's more like creative projects that I want to do. So like I want to make a recipe book for my kids that I can fill for all of them. Like I have that in there. So, and then the back half of the folder. And then here is, this is a little scrap of fabric from a dress that I made. And I just loved the embroidery. I love the color, love everything about it. And this is a pocket that I have with stickers. So, and this is an old library card. So I just use it as like a straight edge guide whenever I'm drawing straight edges. But I really think that this notebook turned out amazing. I want to make a bigger version of it. So if you are interested in that, please let me know and I will do a tutorial with the big one. I really love it. And then this little bow paper clip is from Michaels. So I really, really love it. And then I typically just stick my pen right here. The pen that I use is the, let's see, it's the Point Friction Synergy Clicker Erasable. It's super fine line and it's also erasable, which is the big thing for me because I tend to mess up a lot. And so I have anxiety about that, and that's why I don't use journals often. And so it's why I like have a hard time using my journals. And so having the erasable pen is just such a game changer to me. I'll never go back. I love looking at people's really beautiful calligraphy pens, but I'm going to be so real. I would mess up so much and it would just give me anxiety. So yeah, there's that one. Love this. Oh, I love this so much. And then I have this book, which is just a traveler's book. I originally wanted to be able to fit this into my everyday carry. However, it's just so thick that this would have to be like one of the other books. One book and then, oh my God, I can't talk. It would have to be this book and then one other. And I just couldn't do that because I love the system that I have now in it. So I just keep this on the side. And this is the book that I'm using to practice my Japanese. And so it's a personal goal of mine to be able to learn Japanese. I have family who live in Japan. It makes me feel closer to my uncle, my late uncle. So I just a personal goal that I have. So I have been slowly making my way through it. This is also still pretty new, but yeah, I really like the grid in order to help me keep my characters pretty small. Otherwise, it keeps them small, but it also keeps them in line in very straight order, and it's just really helpful. So I've been using this book in tandem with the Tofugu Learn Hiragana book right now. I'm actually done with it. I am ready to move on and practice vocabulary a lot more, so this will come a lot more in handy. And then last, but certainly not least, is my organizational planner. So this is a Mundex. Ooh, I don't know the exact name. I should though. That's so terrible. I got it off of eBay for like 12 bucks. My sister got it for me for my birthday. She asked me what I wanted, and I told her this. And so, like, 12 bucks for this? Are you kidding me? That's insane. I love it. The color on it, I don't know if the camera picks up the color as beautiful as it truly is, but it's like a cherry wine, purpley red color. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And so, what I like about it so much is this little clasp here is just that's really what stood out to me too. And then also that it has a zipper on the back. So I really like the Filofax Ranger because it had the pocket on the front. And so I was looking for a style that was really similar to that. And so this is what I found. It's got a pocket back here for little things. I typically keep receipts that I haven't documented yet in here. This is like some scrap Christmas wrapping paper that I thought was really cute that I received a gift in. And then I also really like this because the last one that I used wasn't expandable like this, but this one expands a lot. So I like that. I don't have to worry about space. So here we are in the A6 personal size rings. I really, really like this system. I've been tempted to move to a wallet size, but this size has just been working out really well for me. Over here we have these little card holders. They do fit Polaroids, I found out. So, I don't know. I'm just obsessed with the pomegranate and the fruit. I don't know what it is. I really love it. And then I have the Queen of Swords card, which is the other type of energy that I want to manifest into my year. It matches, it's from the same set as the Tarot Weight. It matches with the same one from my everyday carry, so I like that it kind of matches together, you know? And then on here, I have a little Miffy folder envelope thing full of stickers. They're little Molong stickers. And then this I carried around before I had my everyday carry traveler's notebook. This is the one that I pull out if I'm on a phone call or something and I need to write something down, or my kids. We use it for tic-tac-toe. I was using it as like my content planning, but I switched that over. And I just leave it here because honestly, it's not hurting anything here. And I really like how the brown ties in. It like brings that color scheme of what I'm looking for. So I just leave it, even though I don't really reach for it that much. Then we have this acrylic, what is this called? Little insert, I guess, that I covered in washi tape, the little border. I did that for whenever I initially set up back last year, and I just love it so much, so I just kept it. And then this is something that I pulled, I think it was off of Pinterest, and then I just kind of designed over it and printed it on vellum. I just thought it was really beautiful. I loved the theme. You'll kind of see that every month has a theme kind of run into it. So this is a laminated picture of my dog's footprint and then my cat, but it didn't work so well for the cat, so it is what it is. It's funny to me because that's just how her personality is. And I laminated it. And then I have a list going of things for my gallbladder. I have a lot of gallbladder issues and triggers that like make me bloat up insanely bad with like terrible pain. So I'm just kind of like keeping a track record of noticing whenever I have those triggers. And then I have a list for all of the ARC books that I have and their release dates, just to kind of keep that going. And then this little tarot card here it's not a real tarot card, so don't be concerned that I punched through it. It came with a tabletop book, like it was the History of Tarot Art by Easley Archer. And I'm never going to use those tarot cards because, first of all, they're all old men. And this was the only one without an old man on it. So I put it in here. I liked it. And then we have, this is my 75 soft challenge. I have not started yet. This is actually the same one from last year because I never started. So hopefully I start this year. I will start this year. I will. I will. And then I told you that I really like Love in Deep Space, so don't judge me, okay? This is a safe space. These are my cards with my characters. So, I took pictures in the photo album, or in the photo space on there, and then I printed them out using my Instax printer as Polaroids, and they're so cute. So, this is my MC. And then that's Raphael. And then this one, I changed her hair because she looks incredibly similar, as does he, as my original characters from a book that I'm writing. And so I had to make them look like them. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. And then we have Xavier and MC as well. And then the next page is just Silas. Caleb got released today, and so I need to print a picture of Caleb. I don't know where he's gonna go yet because I dedicated this page solely for Silas and her, but I might just need to add another page, you know? So, but yeah, I added some cutesy little stickers. We'll take this out. It's so I'm I'm a simp. What can I say? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love how the stars match with Xavier. I just had to point that out. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, get on it. I'm telling you. If you're a book girly. If you're a book girly and you like the romance, I talk more about it in my vlog because this is a new recent obsession that I have. So, anyways, I digress. So then we have this. Just flipping through, and we start with the months here. So here's January. I print all of my monthly inserts, picture things on vellum, and then I laminate them to make them stronger. And I like it because they have a sort of translucent quality to them. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can see how you can kind of see through it on the lighter parts of it. I like it. So then we have, this is my currently reading tracker, my ratings. You can see I've not been reading much. I just haven't. And then my TBR and my habits. I fell off of every single routine that I have. It's unfortunate. So I stopped tracking all of my habits. And that's like my main thing for January and February is to get back on my habits of like washing my face every night, washing my face in the morning, drinking my water, drinking my tea, getting my movement in and stuff. I've just really, really fallen off track. So yeah. And then I'm not gonna do this every month. I just thought it was really cute idea I saw on Pinterest and I couldn't pass it up, but it's too much. I'm not gonna do this. I don't think every month. I don't know. And again, like, okay, so this is a mood tracker. Let me tell you what it is first. So I drew little soot sprites, and they're each holding a star. And so each star is blank until like the end of that day. And then I will color in the star with whatever color associates with my mood. Here's the thing with this is that my mood fluctuates so much during the day that I feel like this is not an accurate representation of how much it fluctuates or what it was like, because I could wake up and be in a great mood and then have a really shitty afternoon and then have a really good night. And then I don't really know how to track that. I can say it's average, and then there's a lot of times where, like, I could have a really great day, and then finally towards the night, I snap or something because I am just so overstimulated. And so I'll color it in red, and then it just kind of feels like that whole day was tainted because I snapped that one time. And so I don't know. There was this app that I had downloaded for a while where I could click in and it fills like a potion bottle of different colors depending on the kind of day that I had. And I feel like that was really good as a way to track that way, just because just having this one color for a day just really is not, it's not doing it for me. So I don't know how I'm going to track that in the future. Maybe I'll just stick with the app itself. I just kind of forget to go back in and do it, but I would like to be more aware of that kind of stuff. And then this is where we start the monthly layouts. So I hand make all of my inserts for the actual planning aspect. This is my January monthly. I've been testing with these little boxes, kind of trying to see if I use them, how I use them. I don't know, because I feel like this is enough space for me for the month. I don't need much more space than that. And so maybe I can just use this to decorate over here. I feel I should be a little bit better about this. Then I do have like this glimmer page here. I have completely fallen off from marking down all my glimmers, which I think would be really helpful in the aspect of gratitude. And so glimmers are, you know, something like one little thing that happened during your day that made your day really good. And so I just have not been keeping up with that, unfortunately. And then I have these little inserts. I am trying to be more decorative with my journal, or with my A6. So I have, this is from an impressionism book, and it was really old and falling apart. And I just put some washi tape on it with my goals for January, and then some things for my manuscript. And then we get into my actual weeks. Again, this is one that I completely made from scratch, tailored it for myself on Canva, and I made it Skyrim themed. You can see the little dragon stone at the bottom. Even over here at the monthly, you can see the dragon script here. I don't know if you can see that. But that's just how, I don't know, I love Skyrim. If I can find a way to integrate Skyrim into any part of my life, I will do it. And then we have my quest log. So instead of to-dos, it says quest log. It's got a little sword. And I've made it graph background. And then I mainly use this, I'll be honest, for tracking what I'm going to be making for meals for the week. Because I find that whenever I track the meal, I plan the meals in advance, mental clarity goes up like 100% because I'm not stressed out about what we're gonna eat. Which reminds me I have to figure out what we're gonna eat today. That's okay. Anyways, I also track my period, my menstruation cycle, of when I started and things that we are doing. You can see that I have not been keeping up with it. I kind of neglected this for the month of January, but I'm trying to get back into it. I also would like to say that if I don't have anything really going on that day, I do like to write in like a short couple sentences or so of what we did that day, just for memory keeping, because I find at the end of the month when I get to the memory keeping, I'm like, what did I do this month? I don't remember. That is really helpful to go back and be like, oh yeah, we did do that on this day and time, and just like little moments like that that kind of get lost in the sauce, you know? Then I have this sheet. I keep this sheet in between the week that I am currently on. So I'll stick sticky notes and stuff onto it if I need to, any reminders, things like that. Right now, I just have my film and shows that I have watched, which I'm currently in the second season of Solo Leveling. So I finally jumped on watching Solo Leveling. I've read the first 8 books, but I'm now getting into watching it. And then we'll go ahead and jump forward to February. I really love this. It's hard to see. Goodness. Can you see it better? This is a really famous painting. I can't remember. I think it's called like The Staircase or something. And then I collaged it into something else. And I just think it's really pretty. Again, it's kind of see-through, kind of, yeah. Anyways. And then again, this is from the Impressionism book, and I just taped these words on it because I thought it was cool. I like the vibe of it, you know? And I did actually write the name and the artist on the back of that one so I wouldn't forget. And then some just little things that I've printed out. And don't mind the holes on this side. I punched it wrong the first time, and so yeah, that was my bad. And then just more little art things kind of sprinkled throughout that I feel like kind of matches the season. And then, oh yes, so for February, like on the months here, I have the dates for Wheel of the Year kind of things marked out because I tend to forget those. I'm really bad. This was an old insert, but I wrote on the back of it. So I have my thrift ones, and then I also have my wish list going. They're not like super important, but those are things that are more like top priority on my wish list that are splurge item kind of things. And then we have holidays for the year and this little thing that I can take out, which I don't actually keep on the today tab. I don't know why. I keep it back here though, because I'm supposed to be looking at this cleaning routine thing every day, but I don't. So I need to get on that. But I like the fruits. The fruits are really pretty. The fig and the cherries and the apple and the orange are just cute. And then these are some laminated pages that I made for like cleaning routines, things that I should be doing every day. So daily cleaning. I'm like really terrible at doing this. I originally laminated it because I wanted to be able to mark on it with a dry erase marker or Sharpie to mark that I finished it, but then it just like the dry erase marker just wipes right off. And the Sharpie was a little too permanent for my liking. So you can see it has little holes, little black smudges. So that's why I kind of wasn't using it. But that's the daily cleaning. And then the weekly review I'm supposed to be doing with myself, but I also have not been doing that. So I just got this off of Pinterest. Not the actual design, but just the questions itself. So for capture, it says, get things out of my head and onto paper, collect any other notes lying around, and process them into the right places. Then to reflect on the week, did I get everything done? If not, why not? And how can I set myself up for success better coming this week? These are really good questions that I should be asking myself, but I just have been not. And then review next week. What commitments do I have? What preparation do I need to do? How much sensibly can I do in a day? And allocate things for my monthly quests into my time. And then make sure that there is a reasonable balance between different key areas over the week. And then to review the next 4 weeks, what events are there and do I need to do anything about them? And then review quests, ensure that I have a clear next action points to work on in the monthly quests. Edit out impossible or overwhelming tasks, and add anything new that has arisen. So this is just like a mental kind of clarity checklist of working through this, and if I stuck to it, I think it would be really fantastic. And then we have the weekly cleaning and the monthly cleaning things. And then here is my dinner ideas. So I have them classified by the type of protein that they are. So we have chicken, beef, pork, and then I have the meatless options and seafood options. And then here is my contact list of all my important contacts that I send snail mail. And then I have this little folder here, which holds stickers and stuff, and important cards. And then back here are whenever I'm making new inserts or cutting out pictures or stuff that I want to put in here, I just use this as my template. It's got little glue on the back, as well as this one. So I set that there just so it's there when I need it. Our decorations on the back, I love these. And here I have a little Polaroid of whenever my husband and I were on my grandparents' ranch. I just think it's really precious. Love it. And then this is a Queen of Hearts card. My husband has the King of Hearts one that he hangs on to. And so I just put that in there for safekeepings. And then this is a match. I really love bringing in the representation of elements with whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm working with. So I have that there. And then this is an old fortune from a fortune cookie. It says, "Go for it. You never know what will happen next." I've had this for a long time. I think I've had this for like at least 7 years, at least. And I just really love it there. This little magnetic bookmark to hold it, because they said that, you know, you should never have your wallet empty. So it's always good to have some sort of cash in there to bring more abundance and flow. And so this was a $5 bill that just never left. And so I keep this here. And then we have an OG, this is from 1995, Misty's Psyduck card. I've had this since I was a kid. And so I think it's, along with the Psyduck thing, my family calls me my family calls me Psyduck. So I just think that this is really funny to have in here. I really like it. And then these are character Polaroids of the MCs that I created, and then that's a special project I have not mentioned before, so I just keep those there. I don't know what to do with them yet. I have a Calcifer sticker. This is one I have sticker anxiety about because I don't know where to put him. He's precious. And then these stamps are super old. They're from like 2014. These are ones that my mom had in her wallet whenever I was growing up, and I like took them to use them one time, and then I never used all of them. And then here is like appointment cards. Typically I would keep them more out in the open, but with filming the video I just didn't want to give so much away. And then the little sticky notes that I use for goal lists and things. And then I have a laminated bookmark from my library that they put out around Halloween time. It says, "I myself am strange and unusual," and I just keep that there for easy access. So yeah, that is all of my journals that I currently have going, and I feel like this has been working really well for me. I've got the creative media processing outlet, I've got the organizational, and just the random shit that goes into my brain all the time. I hope that this was enjoyable and that you got some inspiration from it, or it helped you at all. I have a bit of a chaotic method in which my brain works, and so this, I think, covers all my bases for typically things that I write down or things that I need to process. So I think that it's really good, and I'm excited to see how it kind of evolves over time. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day and stay excellent. Bye.